Episode 5. The students gave up not long after the teachers did, of course, so the ACOL was easy to get into as well. It was mostly abandoned. And still, nobody sees any red flags. They just keep mindlessly moving forward. Or it feels like forward, because, absent of a destination, any direction can be forward. When I was out in the foul, beyond the wall as a kid, I remember sharing a fire with another traveler. My father always asked other rovers for a piece of advice for him to think about before bed. This rover, I remember her face so clearly. It must have been one of the last nights I spent outside the sanctuary. This tired-eyed woman, probably only a few years older than I am now, looked into the fire for a second, then didn't raise her eyes as she said, "Be careful if you can't spot the idiot in the room, because you're the only one who can't." Oh yeah, the school. I used the back of the hatchet I'd taken from the depot to bust the circle lock off the ACOL's alley door. I'd wrapped the lock in a couple of socks to keep the noise down. First swing. The supplies list for that stop was short, but I made sure to wink at the elephant god, that's Ganesha, when I found everything. Item 1. A now tightly rolled, hard copy map, the only one printed on soft plastic that I could remember seeing. It had been pinned to the wall next to the last learning pod. It only showed 250 kilometers in each direction from the sanctuary, but that was good enough for my purposes. Item 2. Bandages, cleaner, and scissors from what was left of the med kit in the WC. I had hoped that there'd be a needle and thread too, but hope is for deathbeds and soft heads. Item 3. A box of 4 Marie bars. Ugh. Even the name makes me wince. They taste so foul that only the poorest of the kids at the ACOL would eat them during rationing. But I'd been one of those kids. I knew the protein in the Marie bars was better than the alternative, which was the screaming of an empty stomach. Item 4. I can't believe this one. A filter flask. Master Templeton had one he kept in his desk. Bragged about it all the time. But nobody had heard from him in 6 weeks. I had only seen a score of them in the sanctuary, as they hadn't been needed in 100 years. Well, until now. That woman at the fire, talking to my father, the yellow firelight dancing off her face. I've been thinking about her a lot lately. I wonder what my pop considered that night, and what it means for me right now. If no one else seems to notice that everything is falling to pieces, does that make me the idiot?